All right, folks, May 28th, 2023. It's a Sunday session, and God bless all of you guys. Hope you're having a beautiful Memorial Day weekend as we take some time to honor and pay our respect to those servicemen and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice serving our great country. And unfortunately, we continue to have our military being used for these banker wars. That's a whole separate rant. I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to pay my respect, pay my honors to those that did pay the ultimate sacrifice protecting and serving our country. Now, with that being said, let's get right into it. Current events, cryptocurrency, and the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. We do have a debt ceiling deal. The markets are back up. Let's take a look, folks. So Bitcoin, 27,300, 1846 for your Ethereum, and XRP back above 47 cents. So we really haven't gone too crazy yet. You take a look at the sticks zoomed out, and we're kind of just back to the top side of this range that we've been trading at here for a while, back above 27,000. Little bit of excitement, and as we've been saying, right, it's going to get choppy. We're going to have this turbulence from the debt ceiling drama. So it looks like we got a deal. Republicans compromise, markets go back up. I am waiting and watching closely to snipe my next Bitcoin short. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But currently, right now, I'm not in any trades, just watching this thing and watching the drama. But yesterday, Kevin McCarthy, I just got off the phone with the president a bit ago. After he wasted time and refused to negotiate for months, we've come to an agreement in principle that is worthy of the American people. I would have to disagree, and I would say that you are a sellout. We got no time for these compromises. We got no time to kick the can down the road. This is a complete failure, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Kobesi letter. In the debt ceiling deal, the debt ceiling is rumored to not be raised by a specific amount. Instead, the debt ceiling will run uncapped until January 1st, 2025. Many are underestimating how significant this is. This means that the debt ceiling is basically unlimited for the next 1.5 years. So basically, they want to give the Biden administration runway for the next 1.5 years where they're not going to have to worry about this debt ceiling once again. Prior to this agreement, total U.S. debt was projected to hit $50 trillion by 2033. It may happen much sooner than 2033 now, especially if a major economic downturn hits next year. The debt ceiling crisis is a distraction from the real problem. Debt levels are skyrocketing and inflation is not going away. Here's the summary. What we have here is the debt ceiling to be raised for 2 years, cut spending by $50 billion, which is essentially nothing. We send that to Ukraine in just a couple months. $10 billion of new IRS funding clawed back, but remember, this is 10 of the $80 billion that they were trying to fund the IRS with. So the IRS still gets another $70 billion worth of funding. They got to make sure that you crypto bros aren't making too much money. Now we have no budget caps after 2025, no new taxes or government programs. Okay, I guess that's good. Boost in defense and VA spending. Okay. Domestic program spending frozen for 1 year. This deal was agreed to in principle with still a lot of work to do, according to Speaker McCarthy. Spending cuts are just 0.2% of GDP. Now, the spending cuts, $50 billion. In exchange, they are raising the debt ceiling about $4 trillion to get them through 2 years. This is pathetic. We are so in trouble, aren't we? Aren't we all? You know, both sides of the aisle completely selling us out, completely compromising our children's future. The opportunity within this country is being completely stripped and destroyed, and it's being all done by design. They are not our friend. They are not here to see the average middle-class person in America win. And what we see here, $4 trillion to buy us 2 years. It's not going to be enough. $4 trillion to buy us 2 years is not going to be enough. And they wonder why depositors yanked $30 billion out of the American bank accounts from May 10th through May 17th. So just 2 weeks ago, during a 1 week period, $30 billion pulled from American banks. And I participated in that as well. It's not to, we're not here to cause a bank run. It's just what is going to happen here to our dollar. Inflation is going to continue to run rampant. Now, apparently this deal is going to get done and we don't need to worry, but we should be worried about our children's future. That's the thing. Okay, the debt ceiling deal has been done. We don't have to worry about the default and us not being able to pay out our bills, even though that would be one of the best things to happen to this country and for the American people. But no, now we don't have to worry. A deal's been done. But what we do need to be concerned about is our children's future. The opportunity in this country is being stripped. This is a controlled demolition by design. That's why the Fed rug pulled us, raising interest rates at the fastest pace in history. And then you're going to see them probably continue to raise rates. There's some talks, and it's now being priced in, that the odds have gone up here of raising rates again. And it's the only way that they're going to be able to combat inflation. When they're going to raise the budget or the deficit another $4 trillion, that's another $4 trillion. And it all equals more money, printing more money, circulation, more inflation at the end of the day. Just to summarize it and keep it simple. I like the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Right? At the end of the day, what does this do? This inflates our currency and the value of our dollar away. And we continue to lose our respect on the world stage. It's completely lost. Now, what have you seen here recently? You've seen some of these stocks, NVIDIA, go up. And we're going to break this down for you guys. Kobesi letter, year-to-date performance, the S&P 500 up 10%. 7 tech stocks in the S&P 500 are up 45%. If you remove those 7 tech stocks, the S&P 493 is only up 1%. So you have a few stocks are literally holding up the entire market. It is a joke, folks. As we've been calling this thing out, it's not cleaned out. It's not done. We haven't seen enough pain. If you take out the AI-related stocks, the S&P 500 is not up this year. The AI hype is real. Here are the 7 stocks accounting for all of the S&P 500 gains this year. It's Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Nvidia, and Tesla. The chart below really displays how important tech stocks have become. The S&P 500 has substantial exposure to the AI hype. The top 20 stocks in the S&P 500 carry 29% of the index weight. However, they are accounting for 95% of the S&P 500 year-to-date performance. Apple and Microsoft alone drive nearly 25% of this year's gain in the S&P 500. A diversified index is proving to be not so diversified. Currently, the debate about AI being a fad or the next big thing is in the spotlight. Regardless, tech stocks are driving markets. As this debate continues to unfold, markets are in for a wild ride. Make sure you guys go follow the Kobesi letter for the updates. Now, breaking down this NVIDIA play, this is what's happening from Unrivaled Investing on Twitter. This is how the game is played. NVIDIA posts okay results, but really strong outlook causes the stock to rip higher to the point where it needs to grow at 35% for years to generate reasonable returns. Then on a Friday afternoon, NVIDIA files an updated shelf registration that they're in the market to sell 10 billion of stock. That is how you get played by this game. It's one big club and we ain't in it. And it is complete fugazi. It's a facade. It's a mirage. And the AI hype is real. We see it in the crypto space, from NFTs to metaverse, now AI. If it's an AI crypto, it's going up, it's pumping. And like we said, the inflation is not going away. The markets continue to pump. The inflation is not going away. What lever does the Fed have to pull next at that June meeting? All the headlines mention that PCE inflation just posted its first monthly increase since October 2022 to 4.4%. Now, we covered this, right? This is the first time that this has gone up. Inflation is back since October of last year. However, what most don't mention, that both the PCE and core PCE for April were revised higher. So last month's April, core and regular PCE both revised higher. April core PCE inflation revised up to 4.7%, the same level as March. This means that core PCE has not declined for 2 straight months now. Core PCE started this year at 4.7%, just 0.1% higher than it is now. Inflation is still a major problem. So what lever do they have to pull next? Same thing taking place in the UK from Ben Rickard. UK will become the first Western country to hyperinflate its currency into nothingness. Below is the United Kingdom core inflation rate. So same metric here. We're watching it back above 6%. That's the UK. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me if our partners ship metals to the UK. Unfortunately, they do not. They've had some issues in the past. Pretty crazy stories, actually. I was talking with Andy Sheckman, CEO of Miles Franklin, just this last week, and he was telling me about a crazy story. Shipments getting lost, all sorts of crazy stuff, trying to send precious metals over to the UK. So shout out to my friends across the pond. I wish we could get the metals to you. Nonetheless, hopefully you can find someone to service you over there. But for anybody else who's trying to get the precious metals, you guys know the links are at my website. Whether you want to roll over your 401k or get the metal shipped directly to you, we can facilitate both. As you see inflation not going away. You see the rest of the world, what are they doing? Russia convincing Middle East countries to accept BRICS currencies. The deals are getting done. Look at the smiles on these gentlemen. Russia convincing the Middle East countries to accept the BRICS currency. What is that? We don't know yet. But we are seeing them talk about gold. They're talking about using DLT technology. And we get this video right here from our good friend Crypto Hulk. Shout out to Hulk. I did get to meet him in Vegas. And I am taller than him, but he is a Hulk. He is a little bit bigger than me, but I am taller. Huge shout out to Hulk, though. Let's let him break this down. Exposed. This global superpower has been partnered with this crypto since 2013. You guys take a look at this, a little Russia XRP Ripple connection. What do we have here? Let's let Crypto Hulk break it down.
So here we go. It's going to be a Friday night video. This video is going to be May 26, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got this particular crypto here, and it has been working with this company for 10 years. Look, that superpower right there. And when you click on that, look what you see. Oh, damn. 2013, y'all. 2014. The YouTube video that they used to have doesn't work anymore, but you can click that bottom part and we find this. It's all written, right? Oh, snap. There you go. What do we got here? Yeah. And what is that? Oh, what's over here? 2013. We're going to do a Google Translate on this. You can stop this at any point to read. It's all lined up. You can see. It's called the what? Look at that gateway. That's the money of that country right there. Look at the dates on this. Right there. I'm just going to scroll through this. You can actually read all of it. Now, this is Crypto Hulk. I got the Crypto Hulk phone right there. It's going to be a Friday night live stream on Crypto Hulk. I'm going to show you this superpower that's been only buying and selling this crypto right there for 10 years. Wow. See ya.
I love it. Love it. Huge shout out to Hulk. That's awesome. And so we've already put these connections together, right, with Sberbank, one of the largest and oldest banks in Russia, piloting XRP with Ripple back in 2018. And the conclusion of their findings was that XRP Ripple was set to be the basis of a new financial system. So we've gone through those documents. Hulk finding another connection here. Is there something there? Well, we've had Brad Garlinghouse also comment, and he says that Ripple's not working with Russia because of the sanctions. So the sanctions have stopped Ripple being able to work with Russia and any of the other of those countries, but it doesn't stop Russia or any of these other countries that are under sanctions from using the XRP ledger. So that's a key difference. Ripple might not be able to work with them, but can they use XRP? Absolutely. And so I don't know if, how far that partnership, how much of a deal that is there. But nonetheless, we see that Russia is going around parading real deals, real partnerships, not just photo ops. They're getting real deals done to use a new currency. What is that going to be? What you need, though, is an agnostic, neutral bridge currency. XRP is the perfect solution. Is it going to be used? We don't know yet, but we're going to stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated on that. But huge shout out to Hulk for sharing that one. Now, another massive deal here, folks. You guys got to check this one out. This is big. Ripple acquires Pantera's stake in Bitstamp. This was reported a few days ago, May 24th. Pantera was one of the largest shareholders in Bitstamp until 2014 when the exchange was acquired by Belgium-based investment firm NXMH. Now, what's interesting about this to me is that Ripple acquires this in this stake here in Bitstamp. Very big deal. But what's even more interesting is you look at this. More broadly, what is this quote right here? More broadly, in our global markets business, on the back of a record year for our investment banking team, we advised Pantera, a leading blockchain asset management firm, on the sale of its stake in European digital asset exchange Bitstamp to Ripple Labs in Q1, said Galaxy President and Chief Information Officer Chris Ferraro. So this deal was actually advised. Digital investment firm Galaxy Digital advised on the deal, according to a transcript from the May 9th Galaxy shareholder conference call. What's interesting about that is Galaxy Digital is Mike Novogratz, early Ethereum investor, and partook in the gains and the benefits from the Ethereum free pass. So I just found it kind of funny that Galaxy Digital is now coming back around to help out Ripple after they partook in the Ethereum free pass gains and enjoyed that. But this is a big deal, guys, because you have to look at this. What is Bitstamp? Bitstamp, founded in 2011, was one of the first crypto exchanges to offer digital asset transactions. The company provides services to clients in over 100 countries from its base in Luxembourg. According to CoinMarketCap, Bitstamp currently ranks among the top 10 crypto exchanges in trading volume, with over 164 million worth of tokens traded in the past 24 hours. The ties between Ripple and Bitstamp date back years. The exchange previously served as a gateway for Ripple's XRP token. It's not a coincidence that XRP pairs hold the second and third positions as the most traded on Bitstamp, just behind Bitcoin. So it's the second and third biggest positions traded on their platform as XRP pairs. Bitstamp is also the second largest XRP market after the crypto exchange Binance. So this is the second largest XRP market after Binance, and Ripple has just acquired a decent share in Bitstamp. Absolutely incredible. Now we move on over. I wanted to show you guys this. Weekend vibes here shared by Medico. And this is NASDAQ congratulates Ripple on their acquisition of Medico. And this right here is another incredible acquisition made by Ripple. Now you're seeing NASDAQ giving a shout out to Ripple. Do you think that this case is over or what, folks? How is this possible that NASDAQ would post something like this in the middle of an SEC lawsuit, right? If Ripple was a company that was going to be in trouble and going to be going away, do you think that NASDAQ would give a shout out to them? Their acquisition of Medico? And now consider this. So Medico, crypto custody solutions and also working on tokenization, check. Now Ripple controls that whole company. They were able to acquire 100 employees too, by the way. And then you see now they've acquired a stake in Bitstamp, which is the second largest XRP exchange and marketplace in existence, one of the largest exchanges in the world. Ripple's acquired a stake in that. So Ripple's diversified. They continue to expand. They continue to make acquisitions in other companies, other sectors, and other key critical infrastructure. And that's what we love to see, folks. We just love to see it. Now, in regards to whether or not this case is wrapped up or about to conclude, it is interesting to see NASDAQ congratulate Ripple. But in regards to that, if this case settles, are we going to get to see the Hinman emails? Mr. Huber says this. John Deaton said that Coinbase could ask for the Hinman emails too if Ripple agrees to not make them public. I don't think that Coinbase will ever comment or even get close to anything remotely related to Hinman. They were involved in the whole mess themselves. Well, David Schwartz comes in and he says, I am not a lawyer, but I don't think that Ripple can agree not to make them public. The judge has ruled that they're judicial documents and that no factors outweigh the public's right of access to them. John Deaton comes in. David is correct. Even if Ripple and the SEC settle today, the emails are coming out. Rosalind Layton's motion to intervene to obtain the emails was ruled moot because the emails are being unsealed. If the case settled today, the judge would need to revisit her motion. Other media outlets would join, but even if she denied Dr. Layton and others' requests, other litigants will get those documents. Dragon Chain will get the documents. Coinbase will get the documents. The SEC asked for a week extension to comply with her ruling. June 13th is real. So there you guys have it. We are getting the documents regardless. And this is what's so beautiful. Because like I said, this whole operation, everything that I'm doing right here is so much more than XRP. XRP is just one part of this, albeit very large, very big part. It is the missing final piece to this grand conspiracy. But that being said, what we're looking to do is win this case and then continue to expose our government's corruption, continue to bring back the opportunity for free market capitalists and entrepreneurs to build out innovation and technologies in this country that are going to move humanity forward. It's very simple. All we want is a level playing field. It works best when the government gets the hell out of our way. So please, just do the right thing. Get out of our way and let us build. Let the free marketplace grow and let the consumers vote with their money. And you're seeing that right now with all these stores getting canceled, all these corporations trying out the woke program. They're seeing how quickly they can go broke doing that. And this is the power in the people. This is what we're here to do, right, is to give people the power to vote with their money and give them the information to make an educated investment, to make an educated decision. That's what we're doing here, and it doesn't stop at just getting the Hinman emails. We're going to continue to press down. And quick side note, I saw one of the biggest critics of the whole XRP buyback, and we're evil, and we're scammers, and I'm never sending Jimmy Valley my XRP ever. Now they're coming around full circle, and they're asking, in a roundabout way, what are the damages? As we've been saying for well over a year now, what are the damages? This is a corrupt government that failed to uphold its duty and faithfulness to the law. What are the damages? And the biggest critics of our buyback, the biggest haters, and I took a whole lot, excuse my language, I took a whole lot of shit for being involved with this committee and having discussions and talking with lawyers about how to protect our assets and talking about how to expose these corruption that was done by our government against the American people. I took a whole lot of shit for that. And some of these folks that were part of spinning that so that they could attack us because they have an irrelevant platform that nobody cares to watch anymore. So they had to come at us in a pretty pathetic way. And they skewed and they spread lies. And now it comes back full circle. And now they're asking, what are the damages? Funny how that works. I'm glad that you're getting caught up to speed. And you know who you are. Good times. Now, one final piece to share with you guys. Here we go from JC. The vaults are getting drained. COMEX registered silver inventory sinks below 30 million ounces, less than 700 million at current prices. Between the recent inventory plunge on the Shanghai Futures Exchange and increasing new flows around China's much greater than expected solar installations, prices could surge next week. Prices could also surge on crypto as well, because you guys saw my video yesterday, China going all in on crypto once again. Precious metals, similar setup, $700 million equivalent at today's prices left in the vaults. Folks, that's one institutional buyer. I mean, that's not going to take much to drain that completely. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe they'll get filled back up, right? But we've been watching these COMEX vaults get drained at record pace, record level. The London's vaults getting drained as well. And then now, we saw the Shanghai Futures Exchange vault get drained by nearly 20% in a week. 20% of the supply gone in 1 week. So you guys are seeing a setup across the board, very clear. I'll keep you guys updated on the next weekly special that Miles Franklin will be running, but keep an eye out. We've been watching and sharing those with you guys as they come. Like I said, you guys can get your precious metals shipped directly to you, or we can roll over your 401k retirement account. Regardless, we would love to have you join us in the investment community as well. That is our Discord group. Everything can be found over at my website, ZachRector.com. We're watching this one closely. It's going to be an exciting week ahead. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up on the way out, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.